Would you rather see pests, rodents, possible dead bodies, or squatters? Today we're going to talk about the craziest showings we've been to. Christine, what's the craziest showing you've been to?
So I went on a showing recently and it was a one bed, one bath. The layout was great, listed at $85,000, and these buyers were from out of town. They've had some experience with like renovations and doing some like massive projects. I walked in there not knowing the extent of work that had to be done. There were no photos of the listing. I think there was only the exterior photos.
No photos is a telltale sign it's going to be an absolute shit show.
Right, and that's exactly what it was. Walked in and there was just clutter everywhere. I thought something was going to like run across my foot. There were gonna be pests, cockroaches, rats. I was expecting like to find like a dead person in the unit. I never wanted to run out of a unit so fast in my life.
Did they buy it?
They did not, but they stayed in there for a while. They could see the potential from it.
Did they buy anything else?
They're still searching.
Oh man, that's tough. I think I have so many clients that like want to put the sweat equity in, like want to be flippers. I think once you really see what those properties are like and the condition they're in, like, you need a crew. This isn't like I have my friend who's a handyman. Like you need a crew of people, and I've unfortunately been lucky enough to see properties that probably needed a little bit more work than the average person wanted to. This was 3.5 years ago. I saw a single family home in somewhere on the west side of Chicago, and a client wanted to renovate it. He wanted to be an investor from the neighborhood, knew the neighborhood well. And I was like, all right, let's go check it out. I can't remember the price of the place, but the place was supposed to be vacant. I go to the lockbox, there's no key in it. So I call the agent, hey, I'm here at the property, there's no key in this lockbox. She's like, oh, just knock on the door. And I was like, oh, is the owner there? She's like, somebody will be there. I'm like, okay. I knock on the door, a lady comes to the door. She's like, are you a real estate agent? I was like, yeah, I'm a real estate agent. She's like, oh, I'll let you in and let you see the place. So like, so far, nothing, no worries. I thought everything was great. I get like 2 feet in the door and I realize immediately something's wrong. All the doorways were covered with curtains and bed sheets. So every room was like a separate room. So the dining room was covered with bed sheets.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the kitchen was covered with bed sheets. So you walked in and immediately you were in this room of bed sheets. And you're like, this is weird.
Yeah.
So she opens one of the bed sheets. We go into the living room. There's obviously 4 or 5 people living in this room area. I was like, all right, this is squatter situation. This is not a good situation. We exit that, we go into the kitchen, and my senses are on high alert. I'm ready. My client is like, oh my God, this is amazing. Look at this, look at this. I'm like, dude, like pay attention, because I'm from the city. You have to pay attention in the city. So we go into the kitchen, same situation. There's probably like 3 or 4 people probably living in there. They're not there at the moment, but you can tell something's happening. My client's like, wow, this is great. Let's go check out more. And in my head, I was like, we can't check out anymore. The woman who's showing us around says, hey, do you want to see the upstairs? And I was like, you know what? No, I'm good.
There was an upstairs.
Through another set of curtains. And I immediately said, okay, if we go upstairs, I have to jump out a window or beat this lady up to get out of here, which both I'm willing to do. But I didn't want to put myself in that situation. I tapped my client, like, hey, let's check out the back. Can we look at the outside and go from there? He was kind of thrown off because I kind of changed plans. He's like, yeah, let's go outside. So I go outside with him. I said, hey, heads up. Like, I don't feel safe going in here. I don't know how you feel, but I can only protect one person, and that person is myself. So we could continue the showing. I'm gonna stay out here. I don't have a weapon, and also you have no idea what's behind that curtain. You don't know what's going on. There was a lockbox key missing. The agent said someone will be there. There's something happening. So we went outside. He's like, I agree, we shouldn't go in there. And like that was probably one of the rare times I've done a showing and I actually felt terrified. Like I felt like I'm gonna die tonight. That was the scariest show I think I ever went to.